If you're a new player, this will definitely help you. Roll it.
Psst. Hey, listen.
Welcome back, Your Highnesses, distinguished guests, humans, non-humans, prestigious, honorable attendees, members, non-members, subscribers, non-subscribers, and of course, let's not forget the window lickers, because when do we ever forget them? Huge shout out to my 15 channel members as well. Achilles, Brunor, Leanne, Jayor, Hallelujah, Kenny Bird, Jabawaki, Mel Adams, Trevor, Juice, Billy, Dan Chan, Ant-Man, Athena, and Foul Land. I thank all 15 of you so much for your support. Also, from now on, channel members of my YouTube channel will have an exclusive look at every video I create 6 to 24 hours before it goes live on YouTube. Plus, sometimes they will even get exclusive looks at editing before they get finalized. And that's something only my members are privy to. Also, discussions about more perks with my Discord team are in the works. I'll let you know. That being said, if you feel like becoming a member as well to support me and my work, just go down here and press join next to the subscribe button. And there you can decide what level of support you want to go for. And if you also want to join my Discord, the link is in the description. And as you can see on your screen, we are very active and chatty, but we are definitely plus 18. So be sure to understand that before joining. Obviously, we do stay away from politics, racism, and sensitive topics since those are not allowed here. But grown-up talk is definitely allowed. Just make sure to scroll all the way down here once you join Discord and click this little check mark to go deeper into my underwear. And please consider subscribing, liking my video, and possibly also hitting that bell to get notifications for when I upload stuff. It's completely free. So, this video series will be the Bible for new players and possibly not so new players as well. Each video of the series will have a minimum of 10 topics each, and will continue until I covered all the topics I think should belong in the Neverwinter Bible. So far, I have found over 150 topics that I can add to this series. This series will explain to new players tips, tricks, and things they must know or do in the game that will serve them well and help them on their journey in Neverwinter. This series will have from the most basic to the more complicated things. Furthermore, this information will not be in any particular order. So let's begin. You can also adjust your interface, your HUD, your damage floaters, chats, and much more. There are so many things you can adjust in the game, and some of them are needed more than most. Let me show you some of these adjustments you can make and where to find them. You can adjust anything you want and not just what I am showing you on your screen right now. So press escape, then options, and go to the last tab called interface. Of course, you can set things in every single tab, but I'll just show you some of them so you can get an idea of what you can do. Here you can set a few things, but if I changed anything, it would just be the interface scale. You can make it smaller or bigger. For example, if I lower the interface scale and apply, you see the screen has more space, but the chat and everything else is super tiny. Or you can go higher and then it just becomes crazy in your face and way too big and get your mind out of the gutter. So I just keep it at 1. In the HUD section, you can disable floaters or even enable them. Floaters are the damage you see on your screen. It can be your damage, your companion damage, player damage, opponent damage. You can enable and disable them at your leisure. Just hover over each one and read what it says before you change anything. And if you don't like the change you made, you can always revert it back to how it was. There's functions like removing other players' names, showing enemies' life bars, and names to show NPCs' names and life bars. There's also options for your guild, enemy players, and for your actual companions. Just go through them, activate them one by one, and see what options suit you and what you enjoy the most. And in the chat section, you can enable dates, times, account names, and turn your profanity filter on or off. All great functions that you have to decide on. There's also a graphics tab, an advanced tab, a display tab, and an audio tab, and also a gameplay tab. Just pick your poison and roll with it. So yeah, there's a lot of options, so it might make your experience a little bit better just switching some things around, but it can take some time. So work with it, play around with it a little bit. That's what she said. I don't know why this is getting so weird, but yeah, you get my point. Do your daily advanced dungeon queues and random trial queues so you can cap your daily rough astral diamonds. The daily cap is 100,000 astral diamonds. All you do is press K to open the queues, then go to random. Then click on the one you want, and then just queue until it pops. You can also view the amount of rough astral diamonds you will receive after it's completed right here where it says daily bonus. Plus a roll bonus on the right and some seals.
Never was a gangster till I graduated to one.
Did you know you can send astral diamonds, gold, trade bars, companion tokens, insignia powder, unbind tokens, and Reaper's Mark, and even account bound gear and items to your alts through your shared bank? Yeah, you actually can. So if you're new and you don't know this, now you know. So just go to your bank. Either literally go to it because you don't have VIP, or use your VIP and summon the bank. Then scroll down here. To share, all you do is type the amount in the boxes and the deposit items will light up. Just click it and it's sent to your shared bank. And to receive it or take them back on an alt, you do the same thing. Just type the number of how much you want of what you shared and click withdraw. And then it's in your alternate character. So yeah, you can basically pass all those things around. You can even share gear items through your shared bank by placing it if it's account wide in your bank and then taking it from your shared bank on your alternate character. That works too.
Got the rap of a villain, the weapon concealing.
Boons. There's a total of 91 boons in case you are wondering how many you can have currently. Granted, the 91st one comes from the current Dragon Slayer campaign, so once you complete it, you'll have 91, which will be the maximum. To access your boons, just press C to open your character sheet. Slide over to the boons tab, then you can click campaign for normal boons, guild stronghold for guild boons, and PvP campaign for PvP boons if you're into PvP. And the amount of boons you have currently is right down here on the left. And also remember, with every new campaign, there's usually one new boon added and sometimes even two.
Took the image of a thought, captured a villain, willing.
Tarmalin bars. You can use Tarmalin bars, aka trade bars, to buy some interesting and sometimes useful items in game. To access a trade bar store, press I to open your inventory, then go to the second tab. Once there, go down to the Tarmalin trade bar store and click on spend. Once clicked, the trade bar store will open. Once the shop is open, you have 7 possible choices: consumables, mounts, insignias, companions, artifacts, equipment, fashion, and dyes. Most commonly bought items from the trade bar store are usually scrolls, stones of health, mount upgrade tokens, mounts, insignias, companions, companion upgrade tokens, but there's also other useful stuff as well, like dyes for your fashion and artifacts. But I'd stay away from the gear purchases with Tarmalin bars. You get way better in game. To accumulate trade bars, you either open lock boxes from your daily enchanted keys if you have VIP, or from dungeon loot chests as rewards.
Take out my neck for respect if it meant like.
In the character creating screen, once you get to your deity choices, know they are only there for your immersion. They offer nothing to you in game. No bonuses, nothing extra whatsoever. So the choice you make is just visual. I just thought you should know that.
Never lived to regret what I said.
The Zen store is the in-game cash shop. The cash shop has a lot of things you can purchase, but also a lot of stuff that is useless or you don't need to buy. It has things like character slots, race rerolls, bank slots, and much more. The only thing really worth buying, in my opinion, and that I would personally buy, would be VIP. VIP is a loyalty program designed to reward players with benefits and features that enhance convenience. But we'll get to VIP later on. To open the Zen store, just press Y on your keyboard. So have a look for yourself and decide if there's anything you would like to buy or not. Best advice I can give you is always buy stuff that you need during sales only or with coupons. But we'll get to coupons later on in this video or this series. Way more videos to come.
When you're me, people just wanna see.
To access your guild, press G on your keyboard. You can then access multiple tabs like event, your guild roster, and who's online. You can also see what other guilds are part of your alliance if you're in one. And you do so by clicking the alliance tab. And you can even view every guild's activity in who's online by clicking on the guild of interest, then clicking on the guild info button. And then just by turning the show offline players checkmark off, you can even go as far as view guild activity and who donated what to the coffer, as you see here on all these tabs.
It's true if it's you, what you say in your raps, what you do.
Collect all your rewards from the campaign window. You might not have been aware, but there are rewards there that are claimable, or maybe you knew but forgot some of them. As a new player, some of these items are very useful to you, at least in the beginning. Go to your Adventures and Campaign tab by clicking the second icon from the right at the very top, and then scroll down and check every adventure one by one to see what prizes you can claim, if any. Check the in-game Neverwinter calendar for events. Once in the calendar, scroll to every area of interest to see what is current or upcoming. It's a very useful tool to plan your days and prepare in advance if you need to. You can even set a reminder by right-clicking and activating Set a Reminder. Once you do, a green box will appear next to the event you set a reminder for. You can even highlight events and view their details as well. Also try hovering over the right side of the calendar to see what's available at a specific date.
When they see you on the streets, face to face.
Summon companions. Both augment and strikers are good, but in my opinion, augments are better for new to mid-game players, and strikers are better for endgamers because they're, more accustomed to balancing their stats and have a lot more items than possibly you do. Augments offer tons of stats, which helps new players and mid-game players cap much easier using them. Endgamers have an easier time capping, so they can absolutely take advantage of Striker Companion's extra damage and still cap their stats while doing it. Ultimately, you can use both depending on your preference, even at endgame. Even endgamers use augments. My advice to use if you're new to mid-game, definitely try to get augments first, which is the Owlbear Cub, the Icosahedron, or the White Tiger.
For real, the confrontation ain't no conversation. If you feel you're in violation, any hesitation.
Let me know in the comments below what you think. I have another 130 or 140 topics incoming in Neverwinter Bible 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or what have you. So yeah, that's about it. I gotta go. Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.
Yeah, I probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but no worse than what's going on in your parents' bedroom.